Money FM 89.3. Best of Friday Night Live. Friday Night Fibbing.
Yes, indeed, folks. Welcome back to Friday Night Live at Money FM 89.3 with me, Neil Humphreys, and Hongbin Jeong. How are you doing so far?
I'm doing good. Actually, we've got a text from Amy, who we met at UOB. She says, good evening, and thank you for mentioning her and her hubby, Gerard.
Gerard! I felt so bad. Yes, Gerard. Thank you, Amy. Amy and Gerard. Thank you.
She said,
Thank you.
FYI, Saturday morning show is my most favorite show. She says she really loves all the guests and all the must-know information every Saturday.
If you could write that into our bosses. What was that hot seat topic guy again? What was his title? Executive director? The guy, should we keep him or not keep him?
Executive chairman?
Yes. Could you write into our executive chairman, if we have one, please, Amy, and tell him just what you said. Saturday is your favourite show, closely followed by Friday, of course. Right, here we go. Amy, stay on the line. Everybody, take out your phones. WhatsApp 88550893. It's time to play Friday Night Fibbing. As always, I will tell a story or make a statement. And Hongbin and you have to work together to decide if I'm telling the truth or if it is indeed Friday Night Fibbing. Are you ready?
I am ready, but I will need all of the listeners' help. Text us at 88550893 if you have any questions and whether or not you think Neil is fibbing or not.
All right. Now, just so you know, this is counting to our overall score, so no pressure. I think I'm 2-0 up against Dan Coe. So tonight you are representing Dan Coe. Here's the story. I, Neil Humphreys, took a couple of hongbaos with me to give to a friend's children. Last year, actually. Only to be pickpocketed in Singapore.
In Singapore?
And I did not realise until I got there that I reached for my back pocket to hand over the hongbaos, only to discover they were not there. And it was very, very embarrassing. Am I telling the truth, or is that Friday Night Fibbing? What do you think, folks? WhatsApp 88550893. Send in your questions. Begin the interrogation.
Okay, first up, what kind of pants were you wearing?
See, when you say pants, it sounds so American because pants to me is underwear. Trousers and underpants. But yes, I was wearing trousers over my underpants, and I believe they were jeans. So it had the jean pockets on the back, and that's exactly where I had them. I had 2 hongbao packets in my back pocket.
Okay.
And this is the bit that's actually genuinely embarrassing, and I hope he's not listening because I've never actually told him this. And we just mentioned the Saturday show. They were actually, this is absolutely true, it was a Saturday morning, and they were 2 hongbao for Glenn Van Zutphen's kids, right? Because we exchanged. And I got off the train at Braddock MRT, and I hit my back pocket, and they were gone.
Okay.
So somewhere between my train journey, I get on at Buangkok, 3 trains, Buangkok, Sengkang, Bishan, Braddock. Somewhere along the way, those 2 hongbaos vanished.
Okay, we've got a question from one of our listeners.
Let's have it.
Chi-kun asks.
Yes, Chi-kun.
What color is the hongbao?
Red.
Red.
Hongsu, obviously. Red. Red. It was a red one. Well, it was one of the many free ones we get. In the media, we do get a lot of hongbaos. So, and I think, actually, I can be more specific. I think it was a Disney hongbao.
Okay.
Because they sent some very nice Disney ones, I think, last year. So I had 2 hongbaos, and then I reached Braddock MRT, and they were gone.
Did you have them, folded into your pocket, or was it like not folded?
No, Hongbin. They were stretched out, so they were half in my pocket and half out of my pocket because I thought, I'm not some blur Angmo. I grew up in London. I'm not immune to rough cities, but I thought this is Singapore. It's safe and sanitized and no issues. And I know low crime doesn't mean no crime, but I thought no one is going to take 2 hongbaos out of a tall Angmo's back pocket. How wrong I was.
Daisy says it's not true.
Oh, Daisy. Now, come on, Daisy. You can't just leave it like that. Why is it not true? Ask me a question. Interrogate me.
Okay, well, did you have like a long shirt on? Was it visible? Can you see it?
Hongbin, I am a professional. And if I was coming to radio on a Saturday morning, you know very well what I was wearing. Because Glenn insists that we must be on brand at all times. So what was I wearing?
Your Money FM shirt.
I practically sleep in that Money FM shirt on Friday nights. I have never done a Saturday show without the Money FM polo shirt. So I was wearing a polo shirt, and I think it comes just below my belt line, I think. So a little bit of the hongbao may have been poking out, and I got out of the MRT station and I did that little feeling rather smug pat on the backside, feeling smug, feeling good, feeling happy with life, bum bum bums, slap on the backside, get to the escalator, no hongbao. I even U-turned and went back as far as I could. I went back as far as the, what do they call that? The ticket barrier to see if I dropped it.
Okay.
I might have dropped it. I don't think so. I actually think, Ocean's 11 was on the MRT with me because it was the most flawless switch ever. I didn't even feel the hongbao being lifted or taken out of my back pocket.
So were you seated in the MRT or were there people behind you?
You see, I know, Hongbin, you're a very wealthy, successful young entrepreneur and you never take the MRT. But let me tell you, the MRT on a Saturday morning at about 8+ is absolutely packed with people. It was packed. Saturday morning, the weekend before Chinese New Year, last year, it was packed. So anybody could have taken it.
Well, James says...
Oh, James. Hello, James. Come on, grill me.
He said he's embarrassed and to be specific, so I think it could be true.
No, I love this. You see, now we're split down the middle. We've got some listeners saying I'm telling the truth. We've got some listeners who know me too well saying I'm telling lies. What are you leaning towards at the moment?
I am leaning towards that. Well, Fu Jiren, your favorite.
Hey, is he on? Is he the king of the
he
backhanded compliments?
Here.
Hello, Fu Jiren.
He said he's sorry that he's late, but wow, Friday Night Live with Neil and Hongbin.
So you get wow. Dan never gets wow.
And he did a little snub to Dan. He said, finally, that annoyingly Haolian Dan is awake.
That's the funniest line tonight.
Finally, we have an awesome, lovely voice to contrast with the old, gruffy Niels.
Thank you, Feature Red. Much appreciated, as ever.
Now, he says,
okay,
trust me on this.
All right.
This is an absolute fib. Knowing the cheapo Neil, there's absolutely no way he could have packed money for Glenn's kids as Ang Bao. He never asked Glenn for Ang Bao. Good enough already.
Oh, that's so funny. Thank you, Fuchi Red. I'll tell you, heart of gold for me. He loves me, really, I think. Right, so you've got some saying I'm lying, some saying I'm telling the truth. What do you think, folks? Last chance. WhatsApp 88550893. Help Hongbin. Am I telling the truth? Did someone really take the hongbaos from my back pocket this time last year on the MRT train? Or maybe I dropped them. I don't know. But either way, they vanished.
I really love your listeners because they are so funny.
I know they are.
Because
they're the best. We have the best listeners in radio.
Daisy says it's not true because nobody wants to touch your butt.
Now, are you sure Daisy's not my wife? I'm getting to think it's my wife is a pseudonym for Daisy. Yes, you and my wife would get on very well, Daisy. She would share your sentiment. Right, so picture the scene. Tall, Angmo guy. 1.93 meters tall. In my Money FM t-shirt, some more. Polo shirt.
Okay. So what did Glenn say when you didn't have those Ang Bao?
Well, this is the awkward part. I just didn't say anything. So I'm kind of hoping he didn't listen. Because you got to do it before, right? And then it was kind of the moment had passed and it was that awkward thing where, well, if you do it afterwards, it's kind of like you're doing it because you forgot the week before. And I really didn't forget. This is an absolutely, well, I believe, true story. And that's what happened.
It looks like the majority is leaning towards no, that it's false.
I am so proud that they believe to live in such a wholesome, careful, safe, crime-free society. Okay. Right, I need an answer. What do you think?
Okay.
Do or die? Am I telling the truth? Or is it Friday Night Fibbing? For you, it's the really moment of truth.
This is really hard. I think, Neil.
Yes.
Humphreys.
Yes.
You. Oh my goodness. I think you are absolutely Friday night fibbing.
Dan the Man Co., if you happen to still be listening with your fever, I've got two things to say. One, I wish you a speedy recovery. Two, you are now losing 3-0. It is the truth. It is the truth. Fuji Red, Dan Co., all of our listeners, I have got you again. I am unstoppable. I am unbeatable. It is absolutely true, verbatim. It happened last year exactly as I said it. I couldn't believe it either. Maybe I dropped them. I would have hoped someone would have told me. Maybe I dropped them. Maybe I took them. But that is the absolute truth.
I am so sorry, James. James, you were the only one who said that this was true. And I'm sorry I didn't believe you. I had to go with the majority here. But I'm sorry, Dan. I guess you're one step closer to doing what the nation wants you to do.
Absolutely. Nothing to apologize for. Hongbin, you've been an absolute superstar tonight. Thank you for stepping in.
Thank you for having me.
To listen to more great interviews, download our podcasts at audio.sg or download the audio app. That's AWEDIO, audio at the App Store and Google Play.